What's up, guys? I'm back with another one today. Kind of an interesting one. I was setting up for recording some guitars for somebody, and I was thinking of using my rectifier today. And comically, as I was setting up my triple rectifier, I was listening to a video in the background, and it was talking about how pickups don't really matter anymore, or maybe they never did, or most high gain amps sound the same. And it kind of confused me. I think there is some merit to the sentiment that there is a lot of smoke and mirrors in the marketing world and in kind of the guitar YouTube land. There's a lot of people kind of pushing things just to sell something, but there are realities to amps do sound certain ways, right? If you have a 6505 and a rectifier, yes, they have similar DNA, but they genuinely don't sound the same. I think there's a lot of people that make comments based on never either playing or owning or neither of those things, any of those amps, or maybe they've had one but they've not had the other, or they've just watched YouTube clips. I've had the pleasure of owning both rectifiers and 5150s and a ton of other amps. I've had, I think, close to 40 or 50 amps now. I don't know, a lot. I've had a few. Not quite Kyle Bull amounts, but a lot. But I was like, you know what, let's do a little demo. Let's see if we can put this to the test. I know YouTube legend Glenn Fricker likes to say, hey, where's the proof? And so for me, I thought I would do a very quick demo as I'm setting up. So I played a real quick passage with my dual rectifier and my triple rectifier. These are, I believe, within about a year of each other. They're both 3-channel rectifiers. They're not the multi-watt versions, so they're kind of earlier on in that build cycle. The settings are as close as I can possibly get them. I've tried to dial them in as exactly the same. I'm using a TS9 out front, and to keep things really simple, I've plugged the amps through my SUR reactive load into the Neuro DSP Gojira plugin. I've shut everything off except for the cab. So cab is the same, cables are the same. It's my Jericho Elite into the TS9 into the amp, quick pass, and then I've looped for the second amp. And surprisingly, not only do they look the same, they're set the same gear in front, but surprise, surprise, they do not sound the same at all. And these are essentially the same amps. And so it's just, I think, a good example of different amps do sound different. You can make amps sound similar, but at the root DNA, each amp kind of has its own flavor. This is my opinion, but today I'll do a quick demo and you can kind of see for yourself the amps that are set exactly the same, built almost the same time, same, cable, guitar, pedal, all that stuff, set. They don't sound the same, and they sit very differently in a mix. So that's just one element of an overall mix. You add guitar, woods, pickups, all sorts of things do change. I'm going to do a demo in the next little bit of 2 Jerichos that have Seymour Duncan P rails in them, and the only difference is the guitar woods. The shapes are a tiny bit different, I guess, so maybe that takes a bit of a factor as well, but same strings, same everything, but the pickups don't respond or sound the same in the same brand of guitar. So do with that what you want, but anyways, here's a quick run through of my dual rectifier and my triple rectifier set exactly the same way with the same signal chain. Let me know what you think. Alrighty, so there you go. Let me know what you think in the comments below. The first was the dual rectifier, second was the triple. Now these aren't necessarily dialed in for best sound. Right now, the dual rectifier was set up for a previous session, so I've just matched the triple to that EQ. I would say, in my ears, the dual rectifier is thicker and has more low end. The triple is a little bit tighter and has more top end. So I probably, if I was going to use the triple in a mix, would do things a little differently. But otherwise, interestingly to me anyways, I thought they would sound more similar. They don't sound at all like to me. Again, they have the same root DNA, but one's tighter and more top end, one's thicker and more bottom end. So different results from very, very similar amps. So just my two thoughts on the grand debate of tone would land and pickups don't matter and amps, who cares? They all sound the same anyways. I don't think so, but that's just my thoughts. Let me know in the comments below. I'm sure you guys will. Anyways, until next time, cheers.